The Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2 wide banana Z over.
You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin' Peters. With me, as always, I've got the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate, and we are terrible at predicting the outcome of football games, apparently.
Yeah.
If you watched our divisional previews, our conference championship previews, you know that we picked the Ravens and the Lions to win, and we did not get any of them right. Spoiler alert for both of them. But this one is about the Chiefs and the Ravens. And this one, I mean, it just kind of felt like Kansas City came to ball in this one, Dr. Preston. How'd you feel? Initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts were Kansas City, they made the plays that they absolutely had to. They didn't turn the ball over. We talk all the time about how turnovers are key. You know, Patrick Mahomes, he didn't throw an interception. Lamar Jackson had just some really bad turnovers. Zay Flowers had another one that was a huge momentum shifter. Just completely flipped the momentum. But my other big takeaway was I feel like the Ravens didn't put Lamar Jackson in position to succeed a lot of the times. I felt like because of Steve Spagnuolo bringing all that pressure consistently, especially, you know, like A and B gap blitzes and pressure, such right up the middle, dude. Bro, roll him out. Roll Lamar Jackson out. Sprint him out. Get him on the edge. Lamar Jackson, he had 8 carries for 54 yards, averaging almost 7 yards a carry. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like they didn't do enough to get Lamar out on the edge, which is where he is the most deadly. It felt like they were trying to make a point of, we're going to beat this team by Lamar Jackson throwing in the pocket. And it didn't work. I thought it was a really bad game plan. They didn't run the ball nearly as much as they should have. The Ravens absolutely should have won, could have won this game. I'm not going to say should have. They could have won this game.
Yeah.
The way their defense was playing. Their defense played out of their minds. But, dude, I mean, you have to give the Chiefs credit. They absolutely made the plays when they had to. Marcus Valdes-Scantling had that huge play, to really ice the game, that huge, deep shot that he was able to hang on to. How many times have we talked about his
lack of hands?
His ability to not catch the football all season. Yeah. I really felt like the Ravens didn't do everything they should have to win this game.
Nah, for sure. And I guess so for me, two things, the Ravens' second offensive drive. If you're watching this episode, it's the drive that just went by, the one where Zay Flowers scores the touchdown at the end. That should have been how they played all game. I mean, They mixed it up right. They let Lamar do his thing. He had like the fake QB power in there at one play.
Oh, dude, that was beautiful.
All of it. They hit a little bit of everything, and that they scored a touchdown, drove right down the field, scored a touchdown. And after that, you're right. I mean, it's really just like they were like, okay, well, that worked once. Let's do something else, and never went back. No. And then for me, I think, and this is the biggest thing, fucking 2 claps for fucking Spags, dude. Steve Spagnuolo.
Yep.
That defense that he designed for this team, holy shit.
Yeah.
He had them just reeling all game. It really felt like it. I mean, it just felt like he ruined their flow like no one had been able to this season. I mean, even the Texans last week before whatever, the linebacker that got hurt went down.
Christian Harris.
There we go. Christian Harris. Yeah. Before he went down, I mean, they had him pretty tight, but it felt like the Chiefs did something similar to that, but they didn't have to rely on one player, Like they were giving them that that blitz package was wild.
Yep. I mean, and, the other thing, like I talked about earlier, is just if you're going to beat the Chiefs, I don't care if it's, at home, on the road, if you're going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, you cannot turn the ball over. Oh. And they turn the ball over, man. Especially, dude. So, first of all, it seemed like the Ravens were going to get momentum back when Lamar hit Zay Flowers for that wide open bust against cover 2. Because that's what it was. The safety just completely lost sight of him. I mean, he stayed on the hash. When in cover 2, you're supposed to get wide in depth. He stayed on the hash. And Zay Flowers was wide open. And then he breaks that huge play. Then he gets a taunting penalty.
Oh.
And then, so it's like, okay.
What a taunt.
And then a few plays later on that same drive, the Ravens are driving. They're about to score a touchdown. Zay Flowers, he already has the first down. Just live to play another play.
Hold on.
But he tries.
We got the amazing Lamar Jackson. Lamar doesn't need wide receivers. I mean, he really was so close to housing that shit. Give us the replay of that. Give me the replay. They're not going to give us the replay.
When I saw that, I was like, bro, he might be gone. And then it was a shoestring tackle. That's a great play by the defensive. Actually, that was the DB that came in and got that, batted it up in the air. Hey man, that's an amazing play. Lamar Jackson, an absolute hero, just making that thing work. Yeah, but then a few plays later, after that huge bust by the Chiefs D, Zay Flowers, he has the first down already. He's caught it for a first down, but he gets greedy. He tries to extend for the end zone. He tries to cross the plane for the end zone to score the touchdown, and the ball gets knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's the Chiefs recover, for a touchback, and after that play, you're just like, damn, that was the Ravens' chance. Like, they blew it. And, they still had chances, but it's just, I mean, give credit to Kansas City, man. I mean, it did it ever really feel like the Chiefs were in danger of losing this game?
Yeah, after the Ravens' second offensive drive.
Yes. But that was it. That was
it, dude. That was it. Literally. Yeah. I mean, after that drive, I was like, okay, dude. They showed the pan of M&T Bank, and all of decks are just rocking. Everybody's on their feet, jumping. You don't see a bit of red in the whole stadium. I was like, okay, nah, this is it. They got it. But nah, man, Kansas City, and another thing that, I mean, you specifically, but I mean, everybody knows is like, you can't let the Kansas City Chiefs and most importantly Travis Kelce beat you. And it felt like the Ravens exclusively let Travis Kelce kill him, dude.
He had 11 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown. It's like, I said this before in the preview show, like, let anyone else beat you. You bracket that motherfucker. You have a dude playing inside leverage and you have a safety over the top. Like, you have got to bracket him. And Kyle Hamilton did a good job for the most part when he was man-on-man with him, the star Ravens safety, who's going to be a really good player. But, dude, it just felt like so many times he was just left wide open. Like, I will never understand why you willingly let Travis Kelce beat you. Let anyone else beat you when you play the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I said, dude, if Rashee Rice or Marquez Valdez-Scantling or Justin Watson or Kadarius Toney, if any of them beat you and go off, you tip your hat and say, okay, you made plays when we weren't expecting you to. But you cannot let Travis Kelce beat you.
Yeah.
Like, it just made it. And here's the other thing, dude. The Ravens didn't run the ball. The Ravens were running the ball pretty well early on in the game. It felt like they kind of had control early. And then they seemed to abandon it for no reason.
Yeah, they got down. I mean, they got down, 17-7 coming back after going into halftime and coming back. It was just like the running game just trickled away until it was non-existent. And like
Gus
They just got that blitz scheme started hitting even more. I mean, they were bringing like 5 and 6 all night.
Yeah.
I was like, whoo, that's no fun. Tricky.
They were bringing it from everywhere too, dude. A lot of it was, A and B gap blitzes, just pressure right up the middle.
Of DBs.
They were, just fucking nickel and dime pressures, dude. Like,
I mean, yeah,
that's
like
tough.
on the Lamar catch. I mean, like I said, it was a DB that made the catch. Oh, yeah, here's Zay Flowers taunting. Why you do that? Why do you do that? Both of those things. Why do you do that? Push him and throw the ball. You can get away with probably one or the other, but you can't do
one
both.
or the other. You can't do both. And then,
yeah, man, that sucks. Because that was like 45-yard play that only got like 15 in the end.
And I mean, Zay Flowers, he actually had a really great game, except for this play right here. This is the play I'm talking about.
Yep, this is
just
it.
A nice little crossing route. You have the first down. Just live to fight another play. Don't dive for the end zone when you're 4 yards away.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I can never blame a dude for going for the end zone. It's your job.
I know, but in the playoffs,
that's
you
just
can't
some
risk
shit,
it.
dude. That's just some shit. Like,
you're gonna get at least 3. You're gonna get at least 3.
Yeah, but what happened to him is just such that bullshit.
It's not bullshit. The defense made a great play.
I mean, he made a great play. If the defense makes anything other than a great play, if they make an all right play, a medium play, a mediocre play, that's a touchdown. But it just so happened he made a great play. Dude, I feel like you got to sniff the end zone, dude. If you're that close, you got to put it out, dude. We talk about guys putting their guts on the line and reaching for it. Like, it sucks and you eat that one, but I feel like you always got to stick your fucking nose in. Got to stick your nose in.
Riley, run that back real quick. I don't know about you. I thought Mahomes maybe blew his knee out on this play.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, like on this sack. You could tell Tony Romo was like holding his breath. Like, holy shit. What just happened? Bro, that looked bad.
That did look bad.
That looked bad initially. That looked like that did not look good.
He just oh man. He hit the fucking jerk, dude.
He did.
The part where he dropped down before you skip up, he hit that right there. Oh man. You were a jerk. I know. You were a jerk. I know. Oh man. Bruh. Yeah, and then honestly, after that, like, it's not like the Kansas City Chiefs played the greatest game either. And I think that's kind of the worst part of this whole thing, is that the Ravens really did they had a chance. They had a shot the whole time.
They did.
Like, it was there for them the whole time. It was just little shit killing them over and over again.
They had 8 penalties for 95 yards. We haven't even talked about that yet.
Yeah.
The Ravens played incredibly undisciplined, which if you're gonna beat the Chiefs, even if it's at home, you can't do that.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do want to add, we talked about this in the pre-show. The referee that was with them was the guy that caused the most penalties on home teams of any ref in the NFL.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That taunting call was a little bullshit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was. I mean,
but not like I'm just no. They were playing. It was very, very undisciplined. They did catch some unlucky ones. Like there was the unnecessary roughness on Patrick Mahomes, or on the Ravens against Patrick Mahomes, where the defensive lineman, he wasn't trying to hit him in the head. He was trying to swipe the ball out, but Patrick Mahomes was moving up in the pocket. So in the process, when he swung, aiming for where the ball was, by the time it got to its destination, Patrick Mahomes' face was there.
Yeah.
And so he just punched him.
But Riley, run it back real quick. Run it back.
Oh, you talking about this is the one where he hurts himself, right?
Yeah, just... Dude, why would you... Why? You're in triple coverage. Why are you throwing that?
Oh. It's a bad ball.
It's just a bad decision, dude. Like, Lamar, you got no one to blame but yourself on that one, bro.
You know what? I think Lamar isn't blaming anyone other than himself. I think that's why he fucking cut his finger or whatever.
I mean, dude, it's,
And you just feel bad because, like, that's not a bad offensive line. They were doing what they could, but that, like, when you're sending 5 or 6 most of the game, there's only 5 offensive linemen.
I know, which is why, again, you run sprint outs.
Exactly, you stretch them out. Yeah, don't let them...
Stretch them out, dude. And that
was the shit that was killing the Kansas City Chiefs, dude. Like, the big plays that they had, it was Lamar scrambling, as always, because those are always going to be big plays for the Ravens. Unscripted big plays, it's a big thing for them. Yep. And then besides that, it was these quick hitters, let guys get balls. It was like every time he held onto the ball, it was sketchy. Like, besides the Zay Flowers touchdown, the Zay Flowers touchdown was the only time that he made a pocket escape and then threw a deep ball and it worked. And it happened to work for a touchdown. And unfortunately, it happened early. And and in his head, he was like, yo, I've already fucking made one. And he started throwing.
Yeah. It just seemed like Lamar, and credit to Steve Spagnuolo, but it seemed like Lamar wasn't comfortable most of the game. Like, because in the Ravens, it seemed like they were actively trying to prove a point. Like, hey, we can beat you with Lamar Jackson in the pocket.
I also got to say this
we're not going to use his athleticism to get him out on the edge and spread this defense out and hopefully try to, nullify the just all out fucking blitzes that they're sending. Like, dude, they were blitzing constantly. And I feel like the Ravens didn't do Lamar Jackson any favors. Todd Monken did not call a very good game, in my opinion. They didn't run the ball. Gus Edwards only had 3 carries for 20 yards. Like, the run game was working.
Also, 3 for 20, dude. That's a great,
Yeah, like,
he was rocking.
I feel like, credit to the Chiefs, dude. Dude, the Chiefs defense played out of their minds. Travis Kelce, again, had a huge game. Patrick Mahomes, great as always, but the Ravens, I really feel like kind of shit the bed.
For sure. This one is one of those plays where a guy is just upset. Like, this one right here, what is that? Roquan Smith just let off on that offensive lineman, dude.
He got a personal foul. It was a smart play. Because, you want to try to get them to first down and 10 instead of first and 5. Like, but you can't hit them that hard with a dead ball.
Yeah.
And then that's the game right there. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on the huge post.
He's like, I can catch it when it doesn't really matter. I can catch it when we won. But don't throw to me when it's clutch time, cause all my ice is gone. Damn. Anyways, final thoughts here as we wrap this up. Any other?
Chiefs are in the Super Bowl again, dude. Dude, it's crazy because we kind of, I don't want to say doubted them, but we had some doubts about this Chiefs team and how explosive they are all season. Really primarily with their receivers. And sort of, somewhat with their offensive line. But, dude, this is the worst Chiefs team I can remember, and they're back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's a huge credit to them.
Yeah. To them, to Big Red.
Yep.
Steve Spagnuolo. Ooh, Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, and I think, the big thing for this Chiefs team is they had to figure out how to win.
Yep.
Like, and credit to them. It was a little sketchy in the regular season, but hey, they did what they needed to do to get to the playoffs, and in the playoffs is when it matters. So,
and then again, dude, like we talked about this before. This felt like the Ravens' best chance to potentially make and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because of all the injuries in the division. Nick Chubb hurt, the Browns quarterbacks all hurt, Joe Burrow out for the year. The Steelers quarterbacks getting bench / hurt. Like there was a lot of things that went their way and they just didn't fully capitalize on it. So the Ravens are going to be good next year. You know, if you've got Lamar Jackson, you always have a chance. But I mean,
but they're a team that's got a lot of pieces that within the next few years might be making moves. You know, guys retiring, guys with contracts coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a team that, yeah, this is one of those moments where like this was their chance. This was that moment for them. So you know what? Unfortunate. You know, Baltimore is a sad city today. Watch out, any CVS people in Baltimore.
True.
But yeah, man. It was a good game though. Good game. Great defensive battle.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs in the Super Bowl, dude.
All right, man. Well, this was a great one. Keep watching. The Super Bowl's coming. Go check out our Lions and 49ers coverage. Obviously, we got one of those for you. Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, all the beautiful, wonderful things. But we got to get out of here, y'all. Peace.